Hey YouTube, how's it going? It's Jack here, and today I'm showing you the first ever bit of footage of the new Vorago boss. Now, what you notice first is that you have to go into the cave right by the Fowler camp, and then it gives you a choice to start an instant session or a new boss room by yourself, but only one person can attack the boss at a time. Then it brings you into this weird room which supposedly changes every single week, and you have to jump over these obstacles. And I got a little confused at this point, because, I didn't know, there's no real specific place where it shows you where to jump, so it's kind of hard, and I couldn't find the boss right away because there's no yellow indicator as well to show you where he is. But apparently he's stuck in the wall towards the north, which I'll show you in a minute. But I think it's a really cool concept, and, just really awesome. The fact that you have an ever-changing boss, and one that first to actually be able to defeat him you have to take 58,000 damage, and I was only able to take 3,400, but I wasn't planning on attacking him in the first place. I was just showing you the introduction to him. But yeah, it's really cool. This is where I start getting confused of where to actually find him. They should really put like a yellow indicator of where he is, because he's so big, but he blends in with the wall. He doesn't actually have his blue trim like in the picture yet, because he's just kind of stuck to the earth. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So I'm just gonna let this run for a minute. There's really not much at this point. One of my random friends came up, so he started helping me finding it. But apparently, yeah, everything changes with this boss. His abilities and the environment that you have to fight in. But only 33 people at this point actually got up to actually going against the boss. But I think they all died at the beginning. So it's kind of, hard to even get footage of this, because nobody even has a team or even knows how to fight this boss. There's not really any footage on, no real info on the wiki of how to even do this boss. It just says that you need to get high-level players. So this is the part where he's on the wall at around the northeastern point, but it's really hard to see. There he is. So the first thing you have to do is actually talk to him when you first ever meet him. And he goes through a bit of an introduction of who he is, and you can ask all these questions. So usually I'm the kind of person that skips this, but seeing as though this is a big part of Runescape now, I thought it would be worth doing it. So he tells you he's part of the Earth, and he's not exactly a god himself, but he's made by some other force. And it turns out he's like an entity of the dwarves, which is, kind of weird, but, So everything is kind of changing. And also today, in RuneScape 3 is coming out, so there's a lot happening within the next 2 or 3 weeks. So anyway, Vorago says that he was defeated by a powerful weapon, which is the level 90 gear for mages, and he's the only one that has it. And this boss can't be defeated because he's part of the earth, so he just grows back. But he's willing to accept anybody to challenge him, and then eventually he'll fight a god, which will probably be what happens in the RS3 update with the Battle of Lumbridge. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, I just kind of went through every question here. I'm sorry if it bores you. You can always skip to it. But yeah. So then eventually when you get up to around this point, you can right-click him and choose Challenge. And the first thing that happens is you wait in this room for about 20 or 30 seconds, and then immediately you receive 58,000 damage. And this is why this boss is kind of unsoloable, I guess that's the way to say it, because you can't use any damage diminishing abilities to beat him. So unless you are able to eat food at like the speed of light, you can't actually receive that 58,000 damage without dying. Or sorry, 50,000 damage. It was 58,000 originally. So I didn't really know what was going on at this point. I thought I would receive it immediately, but apparently it's 20 seconds. So I'm just kind of like walking around here. I knew I was going to die. I just brought a whip and a cape because I just wanted to show you guys this. I didn't think I was actually going to beat him or go against him. So there, 20 seconds later, you immediately die. because I received 3,400 damage, and that's all my life points. And that was pretty much it. I don't actually have any footage. I will try to later today or this week. But that's all I have for now, guys. So, thanks.